Turned out to be Ho Nest tea. We said we weren't interested in the Ho market, but that was a problem. And so in the end, the solution was to make it 2 words. Add another T in a space, and then it's not as good a trademark because it's not a made-up word, but it turned out it was a better name because you could then be Honest Tea, Honest Aid, Honest other things. And so, but that's how we came up with that situation. So I was fortunate that I had a student who I thought the world of, who had been in that class and called me up one day, right after I came back from India, and said, did anything ever happen with that beverage idea about orange juice and club soda? And I said, no, but now I think we're ready. Let's see if we can do something with tea. And literally, from the time we said yes to the time we made our first sale was 25 days. And in that period, what we did is we stole recipes. So what do I mean by that? So how do people drink tea in Morocco? Green tea with mint and a little honey. So green tea with honey and mint. There you go. That was a good one. And in India, they drink chai. Well, that's black tea with cardamom and pepper and ginger. Okay? And then just a simple Assam, a plain, nice black tea. There was a restaurant that we liked out in California that had something, there was a cinnamon tea. And we called up their supplier and said, can we just buy a lot of it? And they said, fine. And then we went, I had been to Germany to meet a tea supplier, and there they drink something called a rote Grütze, which is a red berry. We didn't think rote Grütze would fly. And so we changed that to black forest berry. And so essentially we took recipes that worked everywhere else in the world and said, okay, we're just going to use those. Went to a recent graduate of the Yale School of Art and worked with him to design a label. Essentially, we wanted a label that conveyed sort of like a wine. That was the idea, sort of high-end. We liked the Mouton Rothschild where they have the art on the label, and so the idea here was to put the art inside the tea. And the tea would be a keyhole into what you're seeing. And so we didn't actually know how to make the product, but what we did is we made it in our kitchen, and then we took a Snapple bottle, we washed off the label, we took a label that we printed on a laser printer, actually it wasn't even laser than dot matrix, we glued it onto the bottle, just that you see like this. This is the actual bottle. We filled it up with tea from a thermos, we screwed the top back on so it looked like it was a real product. We painted the cap black to make it look like a wine top in terms of the black foil. And we brought it to the buyer at Whole Foods. And we basically said to him, look, you know, what you sell out there as tea now is really liquid candy. And that in essence, when people go to a restaurant, they don't put 12 teaspoons of sugar into